Welcome to the APTA's fourth Grand Prix event of the season, the Boston Open, presented by the Weston Golf Club and APTA national sponsors Viking, Save-A-Tree, and Uline. We are live on the APTA network, presented by our live stream production partner, eNet Live. I'm Lauren Mandel, along with Mark Fischel, bringing you the men's round of 16 between the number 8 seeds, Rob Bakker and Tyler Fraser, and just behind them in the rankings, but unseeded, Alex Bancila and Sven Burus.
Rematch, Lauren, from 2 weeks ago in the finals of the Midwesterns, and should be a barn burner. As you mentioned, the teams are separated in the rankings by approximately 1/4 of a point. So it should be a great match.
Yeah, they had a tight 3-set match in the finals of the Midwesterns. Match is already in progress. Bakker and Fraser won the first game.
It's Sven Burus at the net with the hat on, and Alex Bancila with the goggles. And in the backcourt we have Tyler Fraser in the blue shirt and Rob Bakker in the black shirt. Veteran players, Lauren, in Bancila and Bakker. Both have had great results. Bancila made the finals of nationals in '09, and Bakker had back-to-back semifinals in 14 and 15. And they're both playing with very talented young players. Great slash by Bancila, catches Fraser.
30-15.
Early in the match, first game went to Bakker Fraser. They lead 1-love, serving 30-15 to Sven Burus.
$40-15.
Bakker Fraser had an excellent match with Hughes and Powers on the way to Hughes and Powers' victory at the Dwayne Hayden Long Island Invitational.
Game, Fraser and Bakker. They lead 2 games to love in the first set.
Rob Bakker's got one of the biggest forehand returns in the game. Sven Burus got a huge serve, which we didn't see the first time around, especially to the ad court. Sloppy play early.
Gentlemen, help me with the score. I'm sorry.
30-love.
30-love. Thank you.
Burus in the I formation against Bakker. Very few teams will serve straight up to Rob Bakker.
He's got a really whippy forehand.
40-love.
Burus has a tremendous backhand. The forehand can go off. It's really the shot that will determine how far they go. That was not a good game for Tyler Fraser. 4 errors.
Game, Burus and Bancila. Game scores 2-1 in the first set.
How do you think the warm weather is going to affect the play, Lauren?
Well, it's not as easy to hit those drop volleys
serve.
now that it's, probably 25 degrees warmer than it was when we saw the beginning of the women's final this morning. And, some balls will fly. Not as easy to volley the big drives.
Oh, great pickup.
Now that it's warmer.
best volleyers in the game. He has the ability to take a hard-hit ball and swing at it and push the volley back at you before you've even finished your follow-through.
15 love. 15 love.
Big return from Burus.
Jumped all over
15
that
all.
Umpire called 15 all. I think it's love 30. Okay, love 30 is the correct score. One thing you're going to see a lot of today, or not you can see a lot of today, Lauren, is conventional battle. Very little serving and coming in the normal formation. There's no reason for it. There's that big Bakker forehand, misses it long.
Love 40.
Two quick games for Bakker Fraser, and now it looks like too quick for their opponents.
Catches that ball so early, doesn't he, Burus, on the backhand?
Does. Flies into it.
As the match progresses, you'll see them hitting a lot of balls to his forehand. Kind of baiting him to drive it.
$15.40.
Yeah, I think that in this type of weather, there's just so much
Game
pressure
Fraser
to
and
get
Bakker.
good serve in.
I'm sorry.
You're almost better off staying back because you'll find that serving is so
Games
hard
are
in the warm
3
weather.
to 1.
You fault more, and if you're staying back, there's no pressure to do anything with the serve.
Plus,
2
it's so
all.
hard to control a hard return in this weather. The volley.
I think that ball missed Alex Bancila.
15 all.
Yep, 15 all. Went past him at about 95 miles an hour. Great blitz from Fraser.
15-30.
Bancila tried one of those swinging volleys you're talking about, but he missed it.
Yeah, Burus might have the best serve to the ad court in the country. Great ball from Bancila.
30 all.
It almost completely negates the return to serve to the ad court. Just fires that ball in there. High formation. Great transition
30-40.
play, but a sloppy miss. So 2 all, 30-40. Oh, what a rip from Fraser.
He just hit that straight down at Burus's feet.
Didn't negate that return.
Yeah.
Game score is 3-2 in the first set.
So why don't we take a quick look at the player bios. So Alex Bancila, Lake Bluff, General Manager and COO of Viking Athletics, partnered with Sven Burus.
Fraser and Bakker lead.
Sven's the head rackets professional of the Scarsdale Golf Club. And they're playing the 11th ranked team, Rob Bakker and Tyler Fraser, both of Cincinnati.
15 love.
control of that backhand.
30 love.
It's interesting, isn't it, Lauren? You have this brilliant shot making mixed in with sloppy misses. I think that's partially because of the warm weather.
Yeah.
Guys are all used to playing in cold weather.
And also, when you're going for, you know,
I did.
trickier shots, you miss more.
30-15.
More risk, more reward. But yeah, the weather is a huge difference than it was yesterday and this morning.
Fraser does a lot of things really well. Serve is very good. Drives the backhand, the forehand.
He's good in transition too.
40-15.
Early misses from Bancila. Great lobs from Bakker, creating movement.
And there you see the forehand, Bakker's big forehand, setting that up.
Game Fraser and Bakker. They lead 4-2 in the first set.
It's a quick 6 games, Mark. We've been playing for about 15 minutes.
You see Fraser giving Bakker signals, which is interesting when they're returning serve. With Bancila Burus there. A couple of balls, they both look like they wanted ahead.
There's another one.
Burus worked for Brad Easterbrook for a couple of years.
15 love.
I think Brad's the person he designated as the one who really taught him how to play. Which could be both good or bad. That's a bad decision by Bancila. That's a ball that's got to be lobbed.
15 all.
Didn't come that far off the wires, and his partner was completely out of position.
Fraser's very quick getting up to net in transition.
And how old did you say Tyler was? 18?
He's 28, but let me tell you something. He could pass for 14.
He's talented. Fun to watch. Yeah, Bancila's kind of forcing the action a little bit early.
15-30.
Decisive call by Bakker. clearly lobbing better of the two teams early.
They just look more settled.
How did you feel, Lauren, when you had a really tough match with a team and then you had to play them again in the next tournament?
Well, you know, you're glad if you lost the match. You're glad to get another crack.
Who do you think it favored mentally?
I think it favors Bakker Fraser.
30 all.
They won. They know they can do it.
Big shout out to tour director Shannon Vincent, doing her usual tremendous job, adjudicating any issues.
40-30.
Court scheduling, just a tremendous asset to the APTA. And of course, Jerry Vian, for the thousands of hours she put in last week, getting ready to go here. Points like this determine who wins and loses matches, Lauren. Can you close out a game?
That's an unbelievable volley from Bancila.
Wow, we got to see that one again.
That? He just bellied up to that net there while Bakker was winding up.
Game score is 4-3.
From about 3 feet away.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be dead. And he won the point.
Right?
Wow.
Guys, it's time for new balls. A new ball. Here you go, my friend.
Changing balls after 7 games. Okay, looks like we're going to try and bring that to you. Oh, we're trying right now. Okay, Rob Bakker to serve. We'll be back to you with that shot later. And it's a number of returns and drives.
15 love.
Missed. Not by much, but enough.
15 all.
There's a return.
Boy, he takes that back
15-30.
So early and high, just right down at you. Surprised to see. Go ahead.
No, I think he was into the net before Bakker was.
Yeah, surprised to see Bakker coming in behind that serve. By Fraser. Misses it there. You know, it's interesting, Lord. Bancila Burus are a strange team.
15-40.
Bancila plays a little bit like a righty because his backhand is better, and Burus plays a little bit like a lefty because his backhand is better. Chance to get back on serve at 4-all. First set. Good serve.
30-40.
Couple of big serves fired in there by Bakker. crazy out call. The ball was in by about 6 inches. But Fraser is aggressive on the blitzing. So that's 4
Game
all.
Burus and Bancila. Game scores 4-all in the
The
first
serving
set.
cycles went identical, with Bakker Fraser winning the first 2 games each time and losing the next 2 games each time. Great shot from Bakker.
Love 15.
Bancila knows he's got that shot. He can't hit that 3/4 forehand there.
Fun to see, though.
Fun to see.
How many of the men do you think hit that shot regularly now?
Mark Parsons has
15
that
all.
shot, maybe 3 or 4. I don't think I ever saw anybody hit that shot
15-30.
before Wanaraya. 15-30. Dangerous moment here. Wow, that was a rookie mistake.
30 all.
Fires on a big point.
You heard him say to himself, you gotta wait on it.
Had plenty of time there.
All right, 4 all, 30 all.
Long conversation. High formation against Bakker.
It's a heck of a forehand, Mark.
2.
Yeah.
30-40.
Hits the ball so many places. It's whip-like. Break point. Interesting that
Deuce.
Fraser will lob, and then all of a sudden take a big cut at a serve.
He had a pretty good cut at that one.
Yeah. Wasn't a great serve either. With the set on the line like it is right now, you expect to see these guys making really good decisions. That was not one of them. That ball was very
The
low.
advantage Bancila and Burus.
Point for Burris' first hold of the match.
I think that's called tagging the ball.
Scores deuce.
It was a rocket. Again, Burris has really backed off that serve. Normally just fires it in there. That one was not fired at all. Fired back.
What was that? He took so much pace off that one that
Advantage Bancila and
gave
Burus.
Bakker issues.
Yeah, in the deuce court, I get it. In the ad court, I really expect to see him fire a big serve in here in the corner. It's one of his real strengths. Good blitz by Fraser, but unsuccessful. Where would you
Game
rank the Bakker
Bancila and
forehand
Burus.
of all the top
They lead
guys?
5-4 in the
He
first
hits
set.
it so differently. It's like a slingshot.
Yeah, it
So
is a
it-
completely different shot.
It gets on you, I think, really quickly. There's so many good forehands. Should we look at that highlight again? from
Sure,
the-
that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. Swinging volley from just behind the service line, and Bancila is closing the net.
And you can't tell on the replay how hard Bakker hit that ball.
Yeah. Okay, Tyler Fraser serving to stay in the first set. Do have to question Bancila's sanity closing the net on that ball.
Well, I guess he knew exactly what he was doing because he hit it back without an issue.
15
At
love.
one point.
Something you'd expect of George Wilkinson, not Alex Bancila. 15 love.
Love.
That was a very hittable ball, and he did not execute the backhand. Some sloppy play from Burus this game.
40 love.
3 consecutive errors. Wow.
Yeah, that return was so hard it almost knocked the paddle out of Bakker's hand, but he somehow came up with a volley.
$40-15.
Good old swing at, just let that get a little bit low. Sloppy miss from Bancila, and it's 5-all.
Game.
Lauren, we have
Fraser and
an
Bakker.
unfamiliar sight on the
Game
next
scores
court.
5-all in the first set.
Who are those two guys on the far side?
Yeah,
Durant Parsons playing together.
it's nice to see.
Yes, it is. Great exchange at the net.
They haven't played together since Nationals last year.
Yep. Great disguise from Fraser
Love
there.
15.
Some confusion on the switch. And that ball didn't need to be hit with that type of pace.
Love
Bakker
30.
was way off the net.
Right, there was no real reason for it. And he missed it.
Tagged?
Love 40.
I mean, when he winds up like that, and he's so close to the net.
Alex Bancila actually prefers the backhand side, so he's now looking to switch.
Going for too much.
Game Fraser and Bakker. They lead 6-5 in the first set.
So Rob Bakker will serve for the first set at 6-5. He's lost serve both times he's served so far.
Viking Athletics is the premier brand and the undisputed leader in platform tennis. Viking is platform tennis. The Viking Extra Duty Platform Ball has been the #1 selling ball in the industry for the last 20 years. It is the official ball of the APTA, of the APTA Nationals and President's Cup, and of the Grand Prix Tour.
Bakker starts off
Love
the
15.
6-5 game with a fault.
Love 30.
Again, all sorts of great action. Miss lob. Just got to be a little bit tighter than that. That was a good ball to swing at. Just fell.
Love 40.
Great eye from Bakker.
15,
Redeemed
40.
himself from the last one he told Fraser was out that was a foot in.
It's amazing watching that explosion in Bancila's hands on the backhand. Both teams really playing slowly right now.
Well, they've both sprayed a few balls, a few drives.
And that ball was not hit with any conviction at all.
Game.
And we'll play a
Game score is
tiebreaker
6-all.
in the first set.
12 paddle tiebreaker will be played.
Fraser is looking for the blitz all the time.
On shots that don't look very blitzable.
Yeah. how much slower the game gets in the big moments in a match.
Who's gonna pull the trigger?
Well, their overheads are very safe. Neither Bancila nor Burus is generating any offense off them at all. It's the first ball that even went for the nick.
I think the first part of the tiebreaker is longer than the first 2 games of the match.
Agreed. Bakker pulls the trigger on the wrong ball.
1-love.
And we played 1 point. At this rate, Lauren, the tiebreak will be over by tomorrow morning.
That's right.
Fraser and Bakker lead the first set tiebreak.
Okay, Tyler Fraser to serve. Love 1.
2-love.
Oh, Bancila was all over that.
He was all over it.
Love 3.
He called love 3, but
Love
that's
3.
not the right score.
2-1.
I'm very sorry, guys. 1-2.
Our umpires are struggling with the score a little bit, Lauren. We'll have to talk to Michael Montalban about this.
Good thing we're here, Mark. Nice return right inside the line.
Terrible overhead by Fraser at that point. Probably
2-2.
wondering to himself, what am I, a donkey? That was just a really bad decision. Even if that hadn't been switched, that ball would have been high to Burus' back end. Oh, what a move from Bancila.
He was there out of nowhere.
I chose to drive that ball. I was thinking his partner was a
2-3.
little out of position, but really quick move to the net. Closed it off. Who do you like, breaker? I'm going to go with Bancila Burus. They just seem a little solider to me right now. They're just pounding that ball into the Bakker backhand. Rob's taking some rips and balls he shouldn't have. See if that continues. Great lob. Oh, great shot.
Better
from
shot.
Bancila. Oh, a little one-hand flick
Quick
from
flick.
Bakker.
3-3.
It's a nice shot.
Great ball.
Bakker almost didn't get in quick enough to make that volley. Just caught the line.
Bancila bearing down on him. Yeah, that's the type of error you cannot afford to make it 3-all in the breaker. Brad Easterbrook
3-4.
Unfortunate.
Fraser and Bakker lead.
Yeah, you just can't give away points right now. And a lob wide under no duress is giving it away. Good move by Fraser. I like the idea, but he fails to execute.
4-all.
Big serve or no?
Big. Through the 5-hole, off the net. Oh, what a blitz!
Wow.
Amazing play from Bancila.
That whole point was...
That's highlight material.
5-4.
Yeah,
Burus and Bancila.
But again, you know, I love the attitude, the saying, fortune favors the bold. And there you saw Bancila playing to win. Just seize the moment. And there's such a fine line between bravery and foolishness. And he was right on that line. But it worked. And now they're up 5-4. Great rip from Bancila. He's really stepped up his game in the tiebreak.
Fraser hit that overhead too hard.
Yep. Set point. Oh, that's his bread and butter.
6-5.
The box. Bakker has been tattooing the Bancila serve. If I were Burus, I'd be getting very low. Actually, I can't get that low. Well, I'd be trying to get very low. What do you think, Lauren? Another long, grinding point?
I was waiting till that shot landed before I answered. Yeah.
I think Burus wanted that ball to be out. Too many of the Burus lobs are going cross court. That one's a little deeper. Boy, you just can't miss a lob long
6-6.
there.
2 set points down for Bancila Burus.
Two really bad errors from Burus in the tiebreak. Trinidad Parsons are not enjoying their return run that much, down 5-2 first set. Devon Figley, Farron Cranevitter, 6-all in the tiebreak here. Great lob from Bakker.
Great lob. Handled well by Bancila. We're back to the beginning here. I think Alex wants that Rob to try to overhit one.
so many times. Oh, great shot from Bancila. He has played just a brilliant tie.
7-6, Burus and Bancila.
He's really played a good first set. A few errors, but mostly at the beginning.
Yeah, missed a few drives early. Just really steadied it down. Set point number 3.
Who's out?
In first set, Bancila Burus, 7-6. We'll be right back in a moment after
Game
these
in first
messages
set.
presented here on
Burus
the
and
APTA
Bancila,
Network,
7-6.
presented by eNet Live.
When it comes to the game of life, we're all on the same team. And success comes simply from trying. You don't have to be a celebrated athlete to celebrate being active. And you don't have to be on the field to have your own cheering section. United Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Boston Open, presented by the
We all
Weston
set?
Golf Club.
Whenever you're ready,
We're
guys.
in the second set of this round of 16 match between Alex Bancila and Sven Burus. And serving is Tyler Fraser and his partner Rob Bakker. Bancila and Burus won the very exciting first set in a tiebreaker.
A great first set, Lauren. Lots of action. A little bit sloppy at times. A lot of shot making.
30 love.
Burus has not played quite as well. Bancila really stepped up in the tiebreak and was the difference. Burus missed a bunch of backhands. Oh, what an angle. Well, that's just great play from Bancila. See Bancila taking that step to the middle. Bakker's trying to catch him closer.
30-15.
Several people think Bancila is playing the best paddle in the last 5 years, including Alex. And another missed backhand from Burus.
40-15.
Just doesn't look too comfortable with that shot. It's 3 missed returns this game, Lauren. Not the way you want to start a set after winning the last one. Or losing the last one.
Well, he's trying to hit his way through it.
Game
That was a
Fraser,
frustration
Bakker,
swing.
they lead 1 game to love in the second set. Guys, time for a new ball now.
What adjustments, if any, do you think they should be making, Lauren?
Well, I mean, they just, you know, Bakker's lost control of a few forehand drives. I mean, that's his shot. He's gotta make that work for them.
Yeah, the first set was obviously a razor-thin margin that determined who won it. Fraser's gotten a little bit passive from the backcourt. That's a great angle from Bancila. Great play. Boy, has he
Terrific
really
roller.
turned it up.
15
Yeah,
love.
that roller stayed so low.
It's
30
interesting.
love.
The two veterans, I think, have played well, and the youngsters have been a little shaky. Fraser hit that one great return early. We haven't seen much of it. That's great get.
40 love.
Too good from Bancila.
40 love.
Don't the youngsters look a little shaky
Game
to you?
Bancila and Burus. Game scores 1-all in the second set.
Yeah, they do.
Bakker is yet to hold serve.
But really, the difference right now is Bancila is playing the best paddle on the court. It's just made the difference.
Burus cannot find the backhand.
15 love.
It's 4 or 5 in a row he's missed. Be interesting to see if Bakker Fraser pick up on that. Wow, he is really
30
struggling right
love.
now.
Well, they're hitting a lot of them to him, so I think so.
Right now, there's no reason not to hit every ball to him.
Alex is going to try to win it by himself. There's one.
The streak is broken. That's great play from Bancila. Too aggressive.
30-15.
It's not been successful at all. He had a couple early, but since then, it's not worked.
Yeah, the lob, then blitz has not worked for him.
Help, help, help.
40-15.
Figley, Ferret, Cranewinter up 5-4 as Parsons Durant starting to come back. Hold for Durant, and it's 5-all the next court. Burus didn't swing at that backhand with much conviction either, did he, Lauren?
No.
There's a good, well, the first one was a good forehand.
Game Bakker and Fraser, they lead 2 games
how
to
would
1
you
in the
handle a
second set.
situation like Sven's in now? What would you do to get out of the kind of slump he's in?
I think I would keep trying to hit that backhand, but not so flat. Take some pace off of it and try to get my timing back, because clearly something's off. I mean, clearly he has that shot. He just needs to find it. I think he maybe hit a couple forehands there instead of backhand.
1-2, second set. Boy, just no need to come flying
Love
in like
15.
that. Anguished cry on the next court. I had to guess, I would say Mark Parsons. All.
15-all.
Oh. Okay, I have nothing
I
left.
can't.
We got to see this again. This is unbelievable. What an exchange at the net. Brilliant. Another bad decision by Fraser.
Alex, you get 2 points
30-15.
for that.
Better court positioning from Burus there on the cross. Smart decision by Fraser. Another great exchange. The lob volley from Bakker.
30 all.
It's a great game, isn't it, Lauren?
Great game and great thinking. So I mean, they're all at the net to think that quickly to hit that lob.
Haven't seen a lot of big forehands from Bakker.
Well, he
Last
dialed
few
it
games.
back. There you go.
There's the big forehand, followed by a big forehand
30-40.
Got Alex to miss a volley, which has been no easy undertaking.
slap. Alert the media.
There's a big forehand.
That was a big forehand with capital
Game.
letters.
Fraser and Bakker, they lead 3-1 in the second set. 3-1.
On that bulge, catches the top of the tape.
15 love.
Bancila is 3 feet to the left side of the center hash.
Yeah. 30 love.
No.
40
with a break
love.
in the next court after a long deuce-ad game, and they'll serve for the first set at 6-5. Another missed backhand from Burus, and we're at 4-1
Game
here.
Fraser and Bakker, they lead 4
I felt
games
like
to
after
1
that
in the second
tiebreak.
set.
Yeah, I felt like after that tiebreaker.
Here's the replay. Bancila with the blitz. Look at the exchange. You don't get a sense for the speed of the point in the slow-mo. But just amazing play. Look how close to the net Bancila is standing. Wow, that's remarkable. Great job by our crew at eNet Live. Back
After
to
the
the
first
live
set,
action.
Bakker and Bancila and Burus had all the momentum. They were, Bakker missed a serve on set point, and they had really had their chances that set to go up 5-2, and now it's 4-1 for Bakker Fraser. They didn't capitalize it.
And all the momentum in paddle, along with a quarter, will get you a phone call.
Yeah.
Great get from Fraser. What does he move?
15 love.
Yeah, Burus is going to have to find that backhand. If he doesn't, it's hard to see them winning this match. Dig. There's a good backhand from Burus. It's like you said, you got to build your confidence. Maybe 3/4, 80%.
There's a really nice one.
Parsons loses serve quickly, and they'll play a tiebreak over there for the first set. Think he's going to swing at that backhand? Me too.
Fooled me.
Doesn't pull the trigger on the backhand too much. Bad miss from Bancila on his first in a while.
15 all.
I think from their perspective, that wasn't a bad point. Burus hit a couple of good backhands, and that's what they need to have. Love the exchanges at the net, Lauren. They're so much fun. So much athleticism.
15-30. All.
Right ball, just doesn't execute.
after the return there. Bakker had to come all the way over to return. Stayed. Now they're going back. Great get.
40-30. Deuce.
There it is again. Little water bottle interference. Big return for Bakker.
Looks like we're headed 3. Chance for a 5-1 lead.
Advantage, Fraser and Bakker.
Great volley. Remember when your feet moved as fast as Fraser's learned? Great exchange, misses that one.
Deuce.
Bancila, Burus are letting Bakker do too much damage right here. Make Fraser hurt him. They're not doing that. It's a good forehand, which Bancila has the answer for. Catches the neck.
Advantage, Bancila and Burus.
I'd like to see Burus hitting more of the overheads here. Because obviously that's going to take Rob Bakker out of play.
Right, well, they're definitely not giving him anything to hit to his forehand.
This would be a huge hold for Bancila Burus. And that's a big hold for Burus.
Game, Bancila and Burus.
Hung in there, saved several
Game
great
scores
points.
4-2. Fraser and Bakker lead.
Nobody.
Big difference between 5-1 and 4-2.
Got a set. Hughes Powers off to a 4-1 lead over Compton Trzynski in the first set. Okay, in the next court, first set, Durant Parsons, 7-6. Some spectacular play over
15
there.
love.
Good return from Burus there. Starting to
15
see
all.
better stuff. Great flick. Bangs the backhand off the snowboard.
30-15.
Now, this is where it really comes down to belief. It's a great Charles Barkley line that good players have confidence when things are going well. Bad players have
40-15.
great players have confidence when things are going poorly. Things are going poorly for Sven Burus' backhand right now.
He looked like he got it together a little.
That was a
Game,
really
Bakker
weak
and Fraser.
game.
They
Three
lead
missed
5
returns.
games to 2 in the second set.
Uline is the leading distributor of shipping, industrial, and packaging materials to businesses throughout North America. They ship over 2.5 million boxes every day, but they are so much more than a box company. More than 32,000 quality products are always in stock and ready to ship.
Love
First
15.
point to Bakker Fraser.
Rare forehand
15
swing
all.
from Tyler Fraser. We've seen very few of those. And honestly, the way Sven Burus is going right now, he doesn't need to. Such a big part of the game, isn't it, Lauren? Just adjusting to what's going on the other side of the net.
But to knowing if you know your opponent's having trouble with something, there's your strategy.
We got a text from one of our viewers, a British fellow, wondering whether Burus didn't care or was tanking.
30-15.
I think he always looks like that when he plays.
That is his demeanor. You really want to see some fire. You want to see some frustration from him. Great lob from Bakker.
Just didn't have his feet under him to hit that.
40-15.
No, there was no real commitment to that early. That's a shot that you make with early preparation. Great serve from Bancila there. And he holds
Game,
for
Burus
5-3.
and Bancila. Game scores 5-3. Oh, down the new balls. Sorry.
Tyler
Here you
Fraser
go.
will serve for the set with a new ball. Bancila. That was Rob Bakker's happy spot. Burus does move real well for a big guy, doesn't he, Lauren?
He does. He's a very smooth mover.
There's some frustration.
15 love.
Flat. He's not getting over it. It's not, that's why he's missing it by so much.
Just really questioning himself right now. No belief in that shot at all. There's a better one. Bancila's practically standing on the center hash. Look at that move. Nope, great space.
30 love.
2 points from the set. Five to Hughes Powers, Compton Trzynski. The great season continues. Great overhead from Bancila there. One of the
30-15.
Awfully
40-15.
aggressive at that point in the match. A couple of set points for Bakker Fraser. Okay, game in second set.
Game
Bakker
in
Fraser,
second
6
set.
games to 3. We'll be back in just a moment
Fraser
after
and
these messages
Bakker.
right here on the APTA Network, presented by eNet Live.
There are no shortcuts to the top. Do you have what it takes? Desire is something within you, and only you. For when the ground falls from your feet, will you be the one to rise up? It's a long road to the top, but that's just what it takes to become pro.
Welcome back to the Boston Open, presented by the Western
All
Golf
right,
Club.
great.
We are about to start the third set of this
We might
round
as
of
well start
16
with
match
4, huh?
between Rob Bakker and Tyler Fraser, and Sven Burus and Alex Bancila. Bancila Burus won the first set, and Bakker Fraser won the second. Who do you like going into the third, Mark?
You know, it's interesting, Lauren, as we've talked about, both Burus and Fraser have struggled. Burus more so than Fraser. Haven't seen the adjustment I'd like to see from Bancila. Burus playing more ball into Fraser's corner. Listen, these teams have played. They played a great three-setter in Cincy 2 weeks ago. We're going 3 again today. There's not much that separates them. If forced to make a pick, I think I'd go with Bancila Burus because I think that Bancila's been the best player on the court. But Rob Bakker's not too far behind.
I like that assessment.
Did I mention what a wonderful job Shannon Vince is doing, Lauren?
It can't be mentioned enough.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. She did tell me if I said it 3 times, she'd buy dinner tonight. Okay, Tyler Fraser's done regrouping his paddle.
This is the beginning of the third set.
Be interesting to see which of the youngsters kind of gets a comfort level out there and starts playing a little more loosely.
That's a nice
Love
left court
15.
to start off the third set with. Let's see if that's an omen. Fraser is itching to blitz on one of these lobs.
If he's not willing to hit that backhand, I'd be firing the ball away at his nick. I haven't seen him drive one off the back wire. Definitive blitz, committed to that shot. That's the overhead I think you ought to be hitting more of. Blitz there.
Wow, he's been looking for that play all
Love 30.
match.
Lack of recognition from Burus, because he was looking for it all point too.
Yeah.
He's not hurting him off the deck, so why hit that soft overhead?
Switch on the return. Great volley from Bancila.
Where did that
15,
ball go off?
30.
Do you think that went off the center of his paddle? I thought it might have gone off the side.
I
Tough
don't
to
know.
tell.
It happened very quickly.
Same thing.
15-40.
If he's not beating you off the deck, don't give him that shot. Couple of break opportunities to start the third.
I didn't see it. I did not see the ball.
So is it
This
called
was in
out
my
or
way.
called good?
I did not see the ball. I can't overrule a call that you guys make.
Bakker says I'm calling it wide then.
I cannot make a rule. I didn't see it. I can't.
I got you.
I don't know what they called.
Yeah, see, this is an instance where the umpire should not have voiced his opinion
I couldn't
until
see the
after
ball.
there'd been a definitive
So
call
I
made
can't
by the
make
player. Okay, looks like we're going to replay the point, which I think is a great decision.
I think that was a really good
30-40.
decision here.
Yeah. Oh, it was very close.
Yeah.
ridiculous volleys for Bancila last point.
We're getting used to seeing them, the ridiculous volleys.
DeRose have started with Granciero and Innes. They're up 1-love first set. Lauren, I have a prediction. It's going to be a late night at the Weston Golf Club.
I think that's a pretty fair bet, Mark.
As our 16s head towards the 2-hour mark. Again, Fraser's looking for that blitz on the backhand, and they're hitting a lot of soft overheads to him again. Generating any offense right now. So again, awareness of what your opponent is doing. I mean, that's the overhead to hit when you're in any trouble. Either that or challenges forehand soft down the middle. Bancila jumps in front and they break.
Game Fraser and Bakker. They lead
but again,
1 game to love
overhead, you know,
in the
the
third
only
set.
Overhead that, as you said, he should stay away from.
The APTA thanks our official sponsor, Save-A-Tree, the green choice for tree, shrub, and lawn care. Let Save-A-Tree focus on your landscape so you can focus on your game and enjoy every outdoor moment at home or at play. Save-A-Tree provides environmentally sensible services to properties in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Midwest, and Western regions. Contact them at saveatree.com for a complimentary landscape assessment by a knowledgeable arborist. And there he gets burned with the blitz.
Love 15.
He's been doing a lot of ineffectually, I would say. There's a good backhand from Burus. Great slash from Fraser.
15 all.
Great move by Bakker.
30-15.
Maybe we should call him Fast Rob Bakker, not Big Rob Bakker.
He's a former soccer player, right? I mean, his
Two-sport Hall of Famer.
Legs are so strong, so fast.
Great athlete.
40-15.
Point for 2-love. Wow, a couple of questionable shots from Burus.
Game,
Durant
Fraser,
Parsons through to
Bakker.
the
They lead 2
quarterfinals.
games to love in the
Fast
third
second
set.
I think it was 6-2, but we'll get confirmation on that from the ever-reliable Jerry Vian shortly. Bakker misses the big forehand. Really
15
important
love.
game for Bancila Burus. Roderick and Kaler with a 7-5 first set over Montalbano and Gonzalez. Some misses really creeping into the
15 all.
Bancila Burus game right here.
Bancila and Burus have to pull together here. That was smart of Burus to stop and try to talk to Alex.
15-30.
Very dangerous point of the match for them.
All.
There's another indecisive forehand from Fraser. You really want to see him committed to that swing.
30-40.
Fault from Bancila. Takes us to break point. Great overhead from Bancila, catches the nick.
Deuce.
They save the break point.
The return stayed lower than Bancila thought it would.
That's just a really bad decision. That ball's got to go up in the air.
Advantage, Fraser and Bakker.
No place to hit that ball. Boy, back-to-back forehand misses by the two young guns.
Wild forehand.
Forehands.
Forehands.
Just a battle against yourself at times. Great pickup from Bancila. Boy, he's almost in front of Burus. There's a big backhand from Bancila. Posing himself on the match.
Advantage,
positive energy.
Burus and Bancila.
Chance to get in the board here in the third set. There's a good forehand from Bakker. Fraser. Got to get that ball back into
Deuce.
play.
Just what I was going to say. Bakker's really...
Advantage,
forehand.
Burus and
Great.
Bancila.
Yeah, rare miss. He doesn't miss too many of those. Another opportunity to close the game out.
Again, that little backhand flick through the middle.
Oh, Bancila was right there, anticipated it
Scores
perfectly,
deuce.
just missed it. Another missed forehand from Bakker.
Advantage Burus and Bancila.
You can't believe he missed 2 of those in a row.
This game is turning into a war. There's a better forehand for Fraser. A good blitz. Bakker's hit some great backhands, hadn't he?
He has no
Scores
backswing,
deuce.
so you can't see what he's doing, and he just flicks it at the last minute, either the slice or the topspin, or the lob.
My money says he's not missing this forehand.
You'll hear him if he does. No. That's the opposite of a miss.
Yeah.
Clean winner.
Advantage Fraser and Bakker.
I guess you don't want to give him 3 cracks at a return on the forehand.
Scores
Can't believe
deuce.
he missed that.
Looks up and
Yeah.
you're just totally mystified. Is this the 5th or 6th deuce, Lauren?
I lost count.
So Hughes powers 2-3 second set after winning the first set. Oh, Bancila with another blitz.
Advantage
The wrong
Fraser and
side of
Bakker.
the brave foolish line there. Another break opportunity. Don't understand why Fraser hasn't taken a ball behind Burus. He's moving on virtually every serve to Fraser.
And he's hit a bunch down the line, but not really down the line, just at him.
Scores deuce.
First he missed a couple in a row, now he's hit 3 in a row through.
Advantage
he's-
Fraser and
he's
Bakker.
3 for 5, which is not a ratio that he would like, but given that he missed the first 2.
There's the ball I'm looking for. that backhand.
Deuce.
A couple good ones earlier in the game. This has got to be at least the 6th or 7th deuce.
Yep.
It's a shame he doesn't really go after that forehand, Lauren.
Good combination of loves. Too much.
Too deep in the court to hit that ball.
Advantage Burus and Bancila.
Burus touched it.
Deuce. Advantage Burus and Bancila.
We have a hold, Lauren.
I felt that coming. Bakker and
Game
Fraser
Burus
had
and
so
Bancila.
many chances to win that game.
Game scores 2-1. Fraser and Bakker lead in the 3rd set.
Huge hold right there. Really felt like the momentum of the entire match was hanging on that game.
And they had so many game points, Bakker and Fraser. I mean, Burus and Bancila played good points, solid points on those.
Some of them.
Yeah, but even so, they got a little help.
No question. They've not had a lot of success on the Bakker serve. Better of late. Overhead from Fraser. You have to say he's got the most offensive of the 4 overheads on the court. 4-3 Lubao Duro's first set against Rangero Innes. It was definitely a brave blitz on it. Right there, wasn't it, Lauren? I thought he was in trouble.
No.
It's just too casual from Bancila. Just flicked his wrist, missed it wide.
Gentlemen, what's the score?
30 love.
30 love. Thank you.
Serve for Bakker.
40 love.
Boy, you'd love to come back with that quick 4-point game after you've had a tough hold.
There's a nice backhand return. Like you said, nice.
Game Fraser and Bakker.
Game.
They lead 3-1 in the 3rd set.
Bancila looks a little bit low energy to me.
Yeah, Burus looks better, but I think Bancila expended so much energy trying to compensate for him when he was not playing his best.
Such a kind way of putting it, Lauren. Such a nice person. there from Bakker for another winner.
Love 15.
They've been playing
15
so
all.
solidly. Just a couple of loose points here is preventing them from grabbing the match by the throat.
Yeah, they could be up 5-love, 4-love.
Which can be the kiss of death. Great spot for Bancila. Burus is not even pretending to look to hit
30,
the ball on the
15.
other side, was he? That whole point.
Looks a little gun shy right now.
$40-15.
In prior matches, I've seen Tyler Fraser really coming through that forehand. We have not seen that at all today. Rob Bakker, on the other hand.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, we're a point from 3-2. Felt like the set was over a few minutes ago. This match.
Oh, God.
Burus really likes that drop shot.
We're not
Game
going to
Bancila
talk
and
about that
Burus.
drop shot, Lauren.
The
He
game
likes
scores
hitting it.
2 games to 3 in the third and final set. Fraser and Bakker lead.
It's funny, the first set had a lot of action, a little sloppy play at times. It was a fun set. The last 2 sets have kind of been all over the place.
Yeah, both teams have been up and down.
Bancila and Burus have not generated any offense from the backcourt. See if they can do it here. Been 2 relatively easy holds. Bakker, Fraser. Oh, that was spectacular. Missed it. See him stumble. I thought he was going down, Bancila.
15 love.
Would have been spectacular to see him do a head-first dive over the net. I would have held up my 10. There's a good backhand from Burus. But that's just an inexplicable miss in
30
this part
love.
of the match. That ball was out by 4 feet. Great move by Bancila. He takes that ball so early.
30-15.
Bostrom Redberger through to the quarters, joining Durant Parsons. They'll await the winner of the Broderick Kaler Gonzalez Montalbano match. There's the forehand backhand we look to see some
30-30.
Good deep serve from Fraser there.
40-30.
Alex just didn't get all of that as he was running in.
He had the open court too.
Deuce.
It's harder to serve the deeper you get in the match.
And he was remembering the good backhand Burus hit on the last return.
Advantage Fraser
3
and
points
Bakker.
in about 15 seconds.
Game, Fraser and Bakker. They lead 4-2 in the third set. Guys, time for a new ball, sorry.
3 returns to win the game. From Matt out. 3 missed returns. It's nice if you're the server.
Yeah, breath of fresh air. Okay, Bancila to serve. 2-4, final set.
15 love.
I was gonna say, Bakker better be careful with that new ball. Heavy.
That one stayed down.
Yeah.
$30 love.
Discussion of whether it hits Sven. Bakker and Fraser
they thought it
clearly
was
think
in.
it hit him. No, they said it hit him and changed direction. Okay, we need the chair umpire to kind of take charge here.
I can't tell. I saw it bounce out.
You know, it's interesting, Lauren, because there can be
I think
a
everybody out here
circumstance
is an
where the ball
honest
hits you,
person.
but you're not aware of it because you don't feel it, and you can only call what you know.
Feel or see.
Now, if your opponents are that convinced that it did happen, maybe you're better off playing a let. But not playing a let. 30 love. I did not see the ball change direction.
That's why I thought they thought it was in. It didn't. I didn't even notice it being close to hitting him.
Although we do not have a particularly good angle on that either.
No.
Well, he went a long way.
40
on
love.
That point. Fraser spiked that ball from the parking lot. First set to Lubau DeRose, 6-3. Great blitz from Burus.
Game, Burus and Bancila.
Games are 4-3.
Game scores
final
3-4
set.
in the third set. Fraser and Bakker lead.
Serve. Any predictions or thoughts, Lauren?
I mean, I can only say I think it's going to stay close till the end. No one's able. I mean, Bakker, Fraser have had chances to pull away in this third set, but it hasn't happened.
What do you think here, break or hold?
Hold.
Okay.
Are you taking break?
Yeah, I'll go with the break. He held easily last time. Since Burus, Bancila are returning a little bit better now.
They missed 3 returns
Love
in a row
15.
in the last game.
Yes, they did.
But
It
now
was the first game of the set they made any impact on their serve at all.
$15
Okay, so maybe they're not returning a little better.
$30-15.
That was an easy ball. Wild miss. All. Great cut from Bancila.
30 all.
play. Little flinch.
30,
The last
40.
minute he said, better wait and see if this goes over.
That's close. Break point for 4-all. So we're going to see the drop shot again. Yeah, he didn't hit that ball with any conviction at all. That forehand should have gone in the alley.
Game.
And he didn't hit it.
Bancila and Burus.
You were right,
Game
Mark.
scores 4-4 in the third set.
4-all in the third. I don't know if I'm going to take credit for being right, Lauren,
Yeah,
after
I thought
those
it
two
was-
best missed returns.
I thought it was looking good for me.
Okay, 4-all in the third. Now we get serious.
Love.
Just dumping down the middle. Jim Kaufman overhead. See very few balls struck by Tyler Fraser with any conviction, guiding a lot of them. Oh, great get on the nick from Bancila. Again, you have very little sense that Burus is going to drive the ball. Second set to Compton Trzynski. We're going 3 out there. Burus with a great blitz. Oh, what a dig
What a
from
get.
Fraser. And we start over. Again, no real commitment to that shot.
15 all.
He played a great point, though.
Yep. Should have had 2 hands on the paddle. Really come over that ball. Oh, catches the nick. That's a ball Bakker's got to read. You heard him call
30,
help.
15.
He's
Help.
looking for it, but then he didn't play his line. That's some forehand volley. Bancila and Burus coming back to the strategy of dumping the ball to the Bakker backhand. Short lob.
30 all.
It's an error. 4 all, 30 all, final set. Getting dicey, Lauren.
He saved Bakker there.
Yeah.
That ball was flying.
It's a good forehand from Fraser. That's one of the dangers of playing on top of the net, is you have less time to determine to let the ball go. Burus has really volleyed well throughout the match. Just hit the 2-hour, 5-minute mark of the match.
Bancila got caught not coming back
30,
in.
40.
He tends to get a little casual from time to time. I'll say that Fraser's very disciplined on his blitzing. He's not reaching so much. Lob long, and Fraser will serve for the match at 5-4
Game Fraser
in
and
the
Bakker,
third.
they lead 5 games to 4 in the third set.
All right, now I'll ask you. See a hold here?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a hold here. Just a couple of bad mistakes that game from Bancila Burus. The slash at 30-15, and then the casual volley, 30 all, and then the missed lob. Break point. Those are just little misses that cost you matches. See if they can close.
15 love.
If I were Bakker Fraser, I would hit every ball into the Burus corner. He has not proven his willingness to hit the ball. Return there.
$15 all.
What a volley from Bakker.
Yeah, because Bancila's hit a couple returns.
Great exchange. Bancila again with the great hands at the net.
15-30.
Back on break, back on serve, back on something. 5-all.
This match is destined to go to a third set tiebreaker.
It does seem
that.
that way, doesn't it, Lauren? Not going after the ball. Had opportunities to really go after it and kind of guided it. If John Lubauer were here, he'd say this is a big point. Same thing there, just a guided return. Bakker misses the forehand, and they break back for 5-all.
Game Bancila and Burus. Game scores 5-5 in the third set.
That was not a particularly artistic point, but it doesn't matter. I think these two teams are kind of evenly matched.
I would say so.
Not a shock that they're separated by about a little more than a quarter of a point in the rankings and on the court. Oh, big rip from Bakker. Hughes powers out to an early lead in the third set, 2-love. These guys have not failed to hold their seedings in what's close to 3 years. I think that was a drop shot by Bancila. Can you clarify for me, Lauren?
Wow.
Love 15.
Seems only fair that Bakker hit Bancila. He was the one that hit the shot and served to get pegged. Burus does move nicely. Smooth mover, is that what you called him?
Yeah.
That's a good comment. Bancila's getting a little lackadaisical with his footwork again. That's what gets him in trouble. Starts reaching with his hands. Such a good athlete.
I said the same thing to Anna Zubore. I said sometimes when you have so much natural ability, it's easy to get sloppy.
Bancila with the big forehand as they call the switch.
15-15.
First time all day they did that. Yeah, that's definitely true of Zubore. She doesn't have that
15-15.
dynamic footwork that creates the energy to make the shot. I think this is a really good move to have Bancila over on the ad side, because he's the only one generating any offense from back here.
It's not the shot to take.
Nope.
15-30.
Great spot from Bakker.
15-40.
Right in that left hip of the left-hander, which I think is where he hit him earlier in the game. That's a great return.
Oh.
Lauren,
Game
I am
Fraser
not
and
going to ask
Bakker.
you hold or break.
They lead 6
I'm not
games to
answering.
5 in the third set.
You did say we were destined to a third set
Yeah.
tiebreak, and I think you're right about that.
And
But
they
I'm
did.
not predicting a game here.
They broke Bakker last time.
Okay, Rob Bakker to serve for the match for the second time. Roderick Kaler are through, 7-5, 6-4.
Love 15.
Gonzalez, Montalbano. That'll give Monty some more time to work on the umpires. Another miss.
15 all.
Interesting to see if Bancila and Burus look for the switch in the backcourt here again. Again, if I'm Bakker Fraser, I'm playing every ball into that backhand corner.
Be interesting to see if Burus tries to pull the trigger.
And there's the
They
switch
switch?
we talked about. They are clearly going after Burus now.
Well, it's like you said, Bancila's more dangerous and unpredictable here.
And when you go over there, you put your hand in the lion's cage. That's good backhand from Burus. Here it comes. Big volley. And that was a ball that Burus could have really buried.
30-15.
But great volley by Rob
Yep,
Bakker.
absolutely. Points from the match.
40-15.
Match point now. Saved him again. Oh, what a volley.
Jeez.
Dig by Bakker. He's some athlete.
That was quite a match
The whole
point.
match, yeah. Okay, I got a good prediction for you here. Burus is going to lob this return. That counts as a lob.
Yeah, that was.
For Bancila and Burus to switch in the backcourt again.
Alex is leaning over there.
Actually, he's playing over there. Like I said. Oh. Again, they're hitting too many balls into the Bakker corner. That soft overhead. That's the ball he's blitzed. I'd rather see him take that ball hard at the nick. Gonna bait him into driving the ball off the back wire. Last year in our final hill, Lauren, Araya Morneau saved match point to beat Durant Parsons. You can jump like that, Lauren.
Yes. Impressive that he got out of the way of that one.
It's like abject panic on both sides of the court. Hear the tension in the players' voices. How's this point gonna end, Lauren?
I'm hoping with a really well hit shot. I'm guessing with a Bakker forehand or a Bancila volley.
One's willing to pull the trigger right now. There's the trigger. Too many balls over to Bakker. Great read.
Cover.
Don't know why they're not hitting more hard overheads over here to Fraser. That's the one I want to see more of from Burus. Don't like when Bancila is hitting it. He keeps feeding the ball over there. Almost right on two accounts there, Lauren.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's
Great get off the nick from Bakker. Why are they hitting so many balls over there?
I think because Alex likes to hit those volleys off his kamikaze forehand.
Either that or because Alex likes to hit the overheads.
Yeah, well, that too. One of these times he's going to get hit.
He's more likely to get hit than he is to drive the ball at this point.
Right. Oh.
Oh, he hits him. The ball that's hitting the back wire. Game, set, and match. Bakker, Fraser. 6-7, 6-3, 7-5. Any final thoughts, Lauren? Other than wow?
Game, set, match. 7-5 in the third set.
That was some match point. Both match points. It was a great match. You know, Bancila played great. Burus volleyed great. I mean, they had it's like you said, nothing separating these teams.
Okay, we will be back in half an hour with the first men's quarterfinal after these messages right here on the APTA Network, presented by eNet Live.
The more they raise their hands out there, the more they'll raise their hands in here. Good Sports gives kids the lifelong benefits of sports by providing equipment to those most in need.